You know, I went to go get one of my grails, and I left with another stack of books. Stay tuned, find out what it was. Hey YouTube comic community, it's Jimmy the Geek Aficionado, and I said in the startup that I went to go get one of my grails and I came back with a stack of books. Did also get the grail, but you'll have to find out about details about that at the end. Well, let's talk about what else I got. This was a dealer on eBay called Comics for Less. I have a relationship with the owner, and we had worked out a deal for a couple of grails that I was getting, but he also had, you know, just boxes out of, you know, dollar books. So I went dollar diving and came back with a couple of good things. Well, a small stack of good things. I'm a big fan of the DC Elseworlds titles. The idea that, you know, that small change that sets the, you know, the path, you know, it's basically like MCU multiverse, right? Anyhow, so this is a cool one. This is JSA the Liberty File, and it's you know, Justice Society in World War II era, right? So this is issue 1 and issue number 2, so it's a 2-part series. These are these nice prestige format square-bound books that DC would put out back in the 80s and early 90s. But very cool books, right? Great stories. So excited to pick those up anytime I can find them. Finished off, almost completed my Catwoman run. I'm down to 1 book left in my my volume 2 Catwoman run, the Jim Balent run. Did get this nice copy of 1 Million. That's cool, very cool Jim Balent work there. And issue number 60. Scarecrow's Final Terror. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, now just down to 1 book left of that Catwoman run, and on the lookout for that whenever I can find it. We'll get it eventually, not a big deal. And then I did tie off all of the Azrael books that I needed. These are the tie-ins, right? So I like the Batman, you know, the big Batman crossovers, right? Because those are always a lot of fun. And this is 3 books that were for some of those Batman crossovers. And first one up, Azrael number 40. This is from the Cataclysm, as you can see there. And the Cataclysm, I believe, is the big earthquake that happened in Gotham, and the ensuing horribleness that happened after that. But that's a good one there. Here's another one. This is Road to No Man's Land. This is Azrael, Agent of the Bat, number 47. Got that one. And then Joker Last Laugh. This is Azrael, Agent of the Bat, 83. So these were the last 3 that I needed for my Azrael run of Batman tie-ins. So happy to get those. Those are off the list. And then we went diving in a little bit of Captain America. So here's some really good Captain America books. So these are mostly 80s. Yeah, these are mostly 80s books. So still dig on those, because that's when I started reading comics. So this is Captain America number 257. This is a bronze, right? John Byrne Hulk there. And then we've got number 305 with Captain Britain. And 306, continuing that Captain Britain storyline with Modred the Mystic. You know, he's supposed to show up in Multiverse of Madness, by the way. 311 with the awesome android. 320 face to face with Scourge. 324 looks like we got a couple of Iron Man's villains here. We got the Wizard and Blizzard, I think. I'm judging those right. 340, this is getting into the US Agent storyline. And 343, that might have been the end of the US Agent storyline. Here we go. 345, that's an interesting cover. Thought we got a lot hanging a long time ago. 346, 347, and 348. So those are the cool little dollar bin dive books that I was able to pick up from that place, from Comics for Less. Like I said, you can find them on eBay. And I did pick up a couple of sweet bangers that I'm about to show you right now. Again, these are DC books, so if you're not a fan of DC, feel free to change the channel, but I think you're gonna dig these because any DC fan should love these. I picked up a little while back, I picked up the first appearance of first appearance of Bizarro, and that is in a Superboy issue. But everybody kept saying, oh no, that's not the real Bizarro. Well, the difference is there's Bizarro, right? The first appearance of the character of Bizarro, which, you know, just kind of is his, you know, character model. And it is in the Superboy comic. But the traditional one that everybody's aware of, the Bizarro #1, first appears in this one here. This is Action Comics number 254, a decent mid-grade copy here. It's got a little bit of a stain to it. We're gonna see if we can clean up a little bit of that and get it pressed out real nice. Yeah, so you get a little bit of staining showing up over here. Not really something I'm fond of in a comic, especially near the staples, because it can cause the staples to begin to rust. But this is a pretty sharp looking copy. Got it for a decent price, so happy to get that. So that's a nice banger to add to the list. And then, out of all things, unbelievable, this is restored. It's got tape on it. It is kind of a mess, but you don't see it. You just don't see it all the time. And that is an epic Batman Golden Age key, the first appearance of the Bat Cycle, Batman number 25. So we got a Bat Cycle on the cover, but that is not even the most important thing about this book. Not even the slightest. The most important thing about this book is this is the first DC supervillain team up ever. And it's the Joker and the Penguin together going up against Batman. That is awesome. Like I said, it's restored. It's got, you know, it's got like a little hole here and a tear. It's missing a little chunk out of the corner, but I don't care, right? Because I can at least read it. I can always go get a nicer copy later, but this is a super cool piece of history and an excellent addition to my Batman collection. Thank you for watching. Thank you for clicking play on the video. Please click the thumbs up button if you enjoyed the video, you like content of this type. Go ahead and click on that subscribe button. Ring the notification bell. We'll let you know when more content is coming out. Thank you again. Stay classy, YouTube.